esteemed guest. Today, let's talk about a topic almost we all have encountered and yet rarely discuss in polite company. The uninvited visitor that shows up in our homes far too often, causing chaos and turning us into reluctant plumbers. Yes, I'm talking about the notorious toilet clogs, the unwelcome guest that strikes with uncanny frequency. I've personally had more plunging action in my bathroom than a tie wearing superhero at a costume party. And by me, I actually mean my dad. But I assure you, the tie wearing superhero, that's all me. Now let's face it, dealing with a clogged toilet is about as enjoyable as a root canal during rush hour. But as much as I'd love to regale you with tales of my dad's plumbing prowess, my household woes are merely the tip of the drainpipe iceberg. Our beloved drainage systems, once engineering marvels in the ruins of Mohenjo-daro and Dholavira, akin to ancient mysteries, are now in dire need for a makeover. You see, when a blockage occurs, it's like playing a high stakes game of hide and seek with the authorities. They're searching for that elusive clog as if it were the last Easter egg in a chocolate factory. And even if they do find it, the brave souls sent down there to clear the blockage risk entering a toxic underworld where the only thing scarier than the darkness that engulfs the path and the smell could be the possibility of getting lost in that plumbing maze. So let's not dwell on the doom and gloom of drainage dilemmas. Instead, imagine a world where our drainage systems aren't just relics of ancient civilizations, but are just as smart and efficient as today's latest technologies and gadgets. Picture this, a drainage system that sends you a polite text message saying, "Hey, I might get clogged up soon. Mind if we do something about it?" It's like having a sentient plumber who gives you a heads up before the chaos ensues. So fear not, because I'm here with a solution, a beacon of hope shining bright in the darkness. So, welcome aboard this wild journey into finding a solution for the mysterious world of drainage systems, where chaos reigns supreme and clogs threaten to turn our streets into Venetian roads, where we may end up singing gondolas and ballads because that is the only way to travel henceforth. Our drainage systems, my dear friends, are like the unsung heroes of our cities, silently whisking away our waste and excess water like a stealthy ninja in the night. But just like any other superhero, they too have their kryptonite. Those pesky clogs that lurk in the shadows, waiting to strike when we least expect it. It's a battle of epic proportions, folks, and it's time we armed ourselves with the right tools to emerge victorious. Imagine if we could peer into the labyrinth of pipes beneath our streets, tracing their paths with pinpoint accuracy. With advanced mapping technology, we could be like modern day Indiana Joneses, exploring the hidden mysteries of our urban jungles, armed with maps instead of whips. After all, who needs treasure when you can unearth the secrets of a clock free city? But mapping, it's only half the battle. We also need to be proactive in recognizing and addressing these clogs before they have even a chance to wreak havoc. It's like playing detective, except instead of solving crimes, we're solving drainage mysteries. Who knows, we might even get to wear cool trench coats and fedoras while we're at it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds all great in theory, but is it practical? And the answer is yes. In fact, cities around the world have already started to implement these strategies with great success. From Singapore to San Francisco, proactive drainage management seems to be changing the way we dealt with clogs and helps keeping our communities clean. But we can't stop there. We need to continue innovating, pushing the limits of what's possible, and embrace new technologies to stay one step ahead of the clogs. Because when it comes to our drainage systems, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Today, as we delve into the critical topic of drainage system management and preemptive recognition of clogging, I want to draw your attention to a sobering reality: the human cost of neglected drainage infrastructure. Now, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but nowhere is this more apparent than in parts of India where the consequences of clogged drains can be deadly. Every year, we hear tragic stories of individuals who, in desperate attempts to clear clogs or navigate flooded streets, find themselves in grave danger. Take, for instance, the case of 27-year-old Ravi. When clogged drains led to flooding in his neighborhood, Ravi was urgently called upon to clear the clogged drain. Despite lacking proper safety equipment, he waded into the murky waters, only to be swept away by the strong currents. His body was found later, several kilometers downstream, a heartbreaking reminder of the risks sanitation workers face in the line of duty. Allow me to share with you another harrowing tale of bravery and tragedy that unfolded on the bustling streets of Delhi. Rajesh, a dedicated sanitation worker, faced tragedy during the heavy rains. When Rajesh was urgently summoned to clear a clogged drain in a flood prone area, he bravely ventured into the depths. Despite protective gear, the toxic fumes overwhelmed him, and he tragically lost his life. Rajesh's death underscored the dangers sanitation workers face and the need for proactive measures such as drainage system mapping to prevent further tragedies. Ravi and Rajesh's stories are only two among the many incidents that occur across India. From sanitation workers to even civilians, lives have been lost to drainage related incidents, highlighting the urgent need for proactive measures. Implementing drainage system management and preemptive recognition of clogging can help prevent further tragedies. Let's honor those who lost by creating safer environments where no one risks their life for cleaner cities. And why stop there? Imagine sanitation workers strutting into the drainage battlefield, armed with advanced mapping hazmat suits that make them look like the futuristic scuba diving superheroes. Suddenly, clearing out the drains becomes the next new blockbuster. The plunge night rises. So here's the scoop: ideation to innovation, drainage system mapping, and preemptive recognition of clogging. It's not just about preventing toilet troubles, it's about turning our drainage systems into the 21st century superheroes. Because if we're going to deal with this mess, we might as well have a bit of fun while doing it. Today, as we venture into the fascinating realm of drainage system mapping and preemptive recognition of clogging, I want to draw inspiration from a surprising source: the world of science fiction. In the film Alien 5, we witness a remarkable example of mapping technology that resonates deeply with our quest of finding innovative solutions. In the movie, the crew of the spaceship Prometheus embarks on a journey to a distant moon, armed with advanced mapping drones capable of autonomously navigating the treacherous terrain. These drones utilize sophisticated sensors to create three-dimensional maps of the alien landscapes, identifying potential hazards and obstacles along the way. I personally feel in that movie, it's a high stakes game of hide and seek. Except instead of hiding, we're mapping, and instead of seeking, we're avoiding aliens. Now that's what I call a close encounter of the nerdy kind. Now, while our own drainage systems may not be teeming with extraterrestrial life forms, the principles behind Prometheus's mapping technology holds valuable lessons for us. Like the crew of the Prometheus, we too face the challenge of navigating complex and unpredictable environments, albeit on a terrestrial scale. Imagine deploying drones similar to those in Alien 5 to survey our urban landscapes. With their ability to traverse even the most inaccessible areas, these drones could provide us with invaluable insights into the hidden intricacies of our infrastructure, enabling us to anticipate potential problems before they arise and identify vulnerabilities so that we can prevent these problems. The sensors in Alien 5's drones utilize a groundbreaking technology that holds immense potential for us. And let me tell you, LiDAR. LiDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging, is a cutting edge remote sensing technology that uses laser pulses to measure distances to the Earth's surface with remarkable precision. While LiDAR has predominantly already been used in topographic mapping and self driving cars, its capabilities extend far beyond these realms. Imagine deploying LiDAR equipped drones or vehicles to conduct aerial surveys of our urban landscapes. With their ability to penetrate through water and through vegetation, These drones could provide us with highly detailed three-dimensional maps of the location of pipes, culverts, and other hidden infrastructure beneath the surface. But the true power of LiDAR lies in its ability to capture data rapidly and efficiently. Unlike traditional surveying methods, which can be time consuming and labor intensive, LiDAR can cover vast areas in a fraction of the time, allowing us to map out our drainage networks with unprecedented speed and accuracy. Furthermore, LiDAR can be instrumental in identifying potential trouble spots in our drainage networks. By analyzing the data collected, we can pinpoint areas prone to clogging, erosion, or other types of deterioration, enabling us to prioritize maintenance and infrastructure improvements where they are needed the most. But perhaps most importantly, LiDAR can play a crucial role in preemptive recognition of clogging. By integrating LiDAR data with real-time monitoring systems, we can detect changes in water flow patterns or detect anomalies indicative of blockages before they grow into a full-blown crisis. In a sense, LiDAR can be a powerful tool in our arsenal to tackle the challenges posed by drainage system mapping and preemptive recognition of clogging. By harnessing the true capabilities of this transformative technology, we can create the path towards a more safer, more resilient community capable of handling the storms of tomorrow. It's like having a crystal ball that lets us see into the future, except instead of predicting the weather, we're predicting clogs. Now that's what I call clairvoyance. So the gist is, the Prometheus mapping example serves as a powerful metaphor for the transformative potential of technology in addressing the challenges posed by drainage system mapping and preemptive recognition of clogging. By harnessing the lessons learned in science fiction and applying them to real-world scenarios, we can unlock new possibilities and pave the path towards a more safer, more resilient community. So let us take inspiration from the crew of the Prometheus as we embark on our own mission to map out and safeguard the arteries of our cities. Let's pave the way towards a future where clogs are a thing of the past and our drainage systems stand as sentinels of progress and innovation. Now, I can't resist mentioning the second thing, not in that order, mind you, we need to tackle is the Herculean task of keeping our sanitation superheroes safe in the treacherous underworld of drainage systems. But fear not, for I come bearing a solution for that too. Behold, straight out of the depths of underwater sea exploration, the scuba diving like hazmat suits. Picture this, a brave sanitation warrior donning specialized suits that make them look like they're ready to discover lost lands instead of unclog a drain. With airtight seals, reinforced materials, and built-in respirators, these suits are more fortified than a medieval castle, keeping our heroes safe from the toxic contaminants and gases lurking within the drainage systems. Furthermore, by outfitting our sanitation workers with these state-of-the-art suits, we're not just protecting lives, we're unleashing a new legion of superheroes upon the world. Move over, Avengers. There's a new team in town, and they're armed with LiDARs and hazmat suits instead of hammers and shields. In conclusion, the LiDAR and the hazmat suits aren't just a solution to prevent loss of life in the toxic environment of drainage systems. They're a symbol of hope, a beacon of resilience, and a darn good fashion statement for our sanitation superheroes. So here's to turning drain cleaners into drain conquerors, one hazmat suit at a time. So let us embrace the true potential of LiDAR and other transformative technologies as we strive to create a future where clogs are a thing of the past and our drainage systems aren't just passive conduits but are guardians of our well-being. Let's plunge into a future where clogs are a thing of the past and our drainage systems are the unsung heroes of cleanliness. Thank you.